Yeah.
All right, when are you leaving?
Like right now.
Oh, okay, I love you.
No, actually, we actually have to be like.
Bye, Tuana.
Cause we only gonna be like 30 minutes, huh?
Yeah, about 30 minutes. Is she leaving now?
No, hold on, let me see. Shine, you can't wait until another hour? Huh? Whatever.
All right. Listen, I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for this.
We ain't got time.
Okay, now it looks better. Now I can see the time where it says live. I can see the number of people that are tuning in. Yeah, it looks a lot different. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Tuana,
I'm saying bye to my daughter. She's gonna leave me now. Bye. This is Melanie's YouTube. This is Cheyenne, y'all. Y'all know Cheyenne. Some of y'all know Cheyenne. Okay.
Does she is she a content creator?
Close the door. No, she's a psychology major from college. She just come to see me for Mother's Day. But she said she's gonna start. Bye, baby. I love you. Make sure you lock the gate, okay? She said she's gonna start her YouTube channel next year.
We're here to support.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Bye. Okay, what happened? What you said?
I said we're here to support. Let me know when she's ready to start.
Yes. I think she's gonna AI it though. I don't think she's gonna like. She's shy. She don't
like more behind the scenes.
She don't like. Yeah, she doesn't like her image. That's why she ran up out of here. She don't like her image on the internet. I don't know. So she's one of those.
She's trying to find herself. It's okay.
Right. She's like, I'm gonna do AI.
So welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us on live tonight. We just have on tonight to just kind of hang out, just have general conversation. It's Mother's Day, so we are here enjoying Mother's Day with the channel. Of course, where else would we be? My day was kind of like laid back. I went out for like a little shot, had a little glass of wine. And that was about it. I've been working like crazy today. I just even uploaded a video that I've been working on all day, but don't tell nobody that. And so, and still only just posted it at like 10 o'clock at night, whatever. But how was your day, sister? Because I know I spoke to you earlier, and you was out having the time of your life with your family.
So Cheyenne came, and she got me some gifts. And then I talked to my mom and my son. They're like an hour away. And then we, so I have I'm working out right now, but I have a cheat day. And so I got McDonald's today. My daughter bought me McDonald's. And I didn't really feel like going out because Mother's Day in LA is crazy. So, and we just hung out today. That's all. Just chill, easy, you know. That's it.
I'm sorry, I have an interruption. Excuse me, I'm live. Yes. Okay, I don't have time right now, please. Okay, yes, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll deal with the broken egg that was never going to hatch in a minute. Thank you. So my son has this, it's so funny. Kids, right? You can never get away from being a mom. I don't care what you're doing.
It's Mother's Day, and we both.
And the hardest thing, I don't think people understand how difficult it is to be a content creator. And your studio's in your house, you're working from your house, you're recording from your house, you're doing everything from your house, and at the same time you're homeschooling kids. It's like, hi ATM, welcome in, thank you. He says happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much.
I don't know how you do it. How do you do it? How?
You know, half of the time I don't even know how to do it. Like I really don't. Don't. And so recently, my oldest son, found a chicken egg that a chicken had laid locally, probably like a few houses down. And so he brought it home, and his goal was to incubate the egg. But his style of incubation was putting it in a shirt. So he thought that if he put it in a shirt, that a chicken was going to hatch.
Okay.
And so I'm currently in my living room / studio at the moment. But I have like some space outside that is gonna be the real studio. I have to get it together. And so he put his chicken egg in what's gonna be the studio, thinking that let me give it a few days, it's gonna hatch. So now my younger son came in to tell me, everybody was in your studio playing and they broke his egg. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's upset. I'm gonna hear about that when I'm done, because my oldest son is very he's more of like on the science side. Like he loves anything science. Like
Oh,
that is what he does. Like he's gonna be a scientist. I tell him all the time. If not
period.
a scientist, for sure like an architect or something like that. Because he's
Period.
also very good at building and drawing. So and he gets so emotional about his stuff. Like don't play with his stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need. We need more Black scientists, child. Period.
Don't we? To tell our
Yeah.
own story of what the findings is here in Africa.
Yeah, he could go help them out in Burkina Faso right now because the president said he needs a lot of help.
Exactly. So we get it somewhere as a nation very soon, very quick, if we all just
Mm-hmm.
stand together. Yeah.
Gotta bring it
So
together.
exactly. So I don't know for everyone that's tuning in. We recently had a live discussion, and this is just something I want to briefly mention. I did create a whole community post surrounding it, but we had, and I think you and I, Coco, off camera, kind of spoke about the situation that had occurred, and you was like, "Wait a minute," you know. But so we had Nana Akua, one of the ambassadors of Burkina Faso, come up, and we had a whole conversation about citizenship in Burkina Faso and the details surrounding how to become a citizen of Burkina Faso. Right. And so, long story short, I had received a message from one of the head people of ADBI who said, wait a minute, some of the information that he provided was not 100% accurate. And the main issue was that the citizenship application is not yet open again. They are possibly potentially thinking about reopening it, but that has not been solidified just yet. So with that being said, I took down our video because I didn't want any confusion. I didn't want anybody else, you know, if people have already went and signed up for ADBI, I didn't want them going to sign up under a false pretense that they were going to 100% get citizenship, because that's not the case. So I did go ahead and take down that video, and I just wanted to kind of clear the air and let it be known that this is a situation that has occurred. I have reached out to the heads of ADBI requesting that, you know, we have another live session kind of, you know, going over and addressing and making sure that we're very clear on how things are going to go moving forward. So I'm still currently waiting for them to respond back to see if they're willing to grant that update. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So I did post that in the community post section. So if you have not seen that, please head on over to the community post and check it out. Read it. If you have any questions, send me an email. Catch me on a live either Wednesday or Sunday. And I'm always here to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, we just, family, got to keep it moving. And you know, these hiccups sometimes happen. Nobody is perfect. No organization is perfect. Sometimes miscommunication happens, and it doesn't mean that, you know, the organization or the person is evil or needs bad intentions. But you know, these things happen. So yeah. So
yes. Yeah. And just in his defense, he didn't say the application was open. I thoroughly watched it live, and he did say it was not open, but I think it is still an easy way for people to get confused. So it is best that you take action and maybe wait until they work that out first. Right. But I don't want people to think that the ambassador misled, because he thoroughly said it's not open right now. He did clearly say, that. I'm gonna give him that.
Right. And you did say, he was like, wait a minute, but he didn't say that it was open. He said that, you know, it was possibly open.
He said it was, because he remember he had said Mr. Traore was going to do the ceremony earlier in the year. I think Aprilish or something like that, or
I think it was supposed to happen in May, but for whatever reason it got pushed back.
Yeah, like June. But then he said he got busy, which we see he is. He's in Russia right now, so he's gotten busy. So he said that they probably will push it back to October, but they're not sure of what's going on. So I think the representative just didn't want anything being said at this moment, and I think that's all it was. I don't think it was like he misrepresented or he lied or nothing like that. No, I just think he did say we're not accepting anyone right now, and you guys will get an email when it is available. He did say that. So
yeah. Okay, so then he didn't really do anything wrong. He spoke the truth.
You know? But I could see why the representative would want you to, you know, not say anything about it yet, like signing up with the idea of getting, citizenship, and maybe it won't happen this year at all. So I don't think he wanted that on ADDI. So it is best that you make a correction, I guess, in all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we'll just leave ADDI to do what ADDI does, and we'll just continue to move forward like we've been doing.
Yeah, we just putting a pin in it, people. That's all. They just putting a pin in it. We'll come back to it. That's all. We're gonna wait. Y'all know how Ghana is with the internet. Africa is the internet. We just gotta be patient. She'll come back. Let's give her the comeback vibes. Give her the comeback vibes. We'll just be patient and wait. So, anyways, how y'all Mother's Day going? Mine was amazing. My daughter just left. She's a college student. But good thing is she didn't want to go out of state. Thank God. So I get to see my baby. If not every weekend, every other weekend. And she done left me now, y'all. She gotta get ready for tomorrow. So Cheyenne has, I guess I'll just like talk about my daughter until Melanie comes back. Oh, I think she's coming back. Is she coming back? No. Okay. I'm just gonna like ooze out about my daughter. So Cheyenne is a psychology major. She's gonna get her doctorate, master's in psychology. And my daughter is very gifted. Oh, there she goes. Okay. I was just talking about got back.
I had a call and I tried to hurry up and exit out of the call, but for some reason
you gotta put on do not disturb.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so then y'all, my daughter is vice president of her psychology club. She just got that done this week. Okay, she's back.
Okay. Congratulations to her. No, I want to hear all about it. Because you bragging about your daughter is essentially bragging about yourself without bragging about yourself.
I'm telling everybody about this golden breast milk that I produced. You know what I'm saying?
You did an amazing job raising your kids. You should be proud of that. That's something to brag about.
Thank you. Well, I prayed about it because I told God, I was like, Lord, please make her much better than me. Because honestly, she acts like my mom sometimes. I told Cheyenne, I want to be like you when I grow up. When I finally decide to grow up, I haven't grown up yet. I said, I want to be like you, Cheyenne. She's so like militant and like, she's so frugal and so she's very empathetic and understanding. She thinks before she speaks. She's just, and then God answered my questions. He made her way better than me, child. Right. In all aspects of life. She don't smoke, drink, and twerk in the mirror. Like, she don't do none of that. She don't like weed. She don't like fake nails. She don't like weaves and wigs. She don't like none of it. I'm like, dang, I got a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think it helps a lot that she's a psych major, right? Because I feel like being a psych major kind of helps you find yourself and find your voice at the same time.
Yeah, she has, she has even helped me in certain ways that, like, even when she was young, she read about psychology since she was like 8 years old. She's always wanted to be in psychology in some form or fashion. Ever since she was young, and I would like do things and she'd be like, Mom, you know why you're doing that? And I'm like, why? She's like, well, and she would break it down like psychology wise, and it literally made me not want to do it no more. And I'd be like, she's like, yes, because you're suffering from blah, blah, blah. And she would just and I'm like, what are you reading? But it was also the school she was in was like it was like a private school, but it was public, but it was all in the hills, and me and her dad made sure she went there. And they had psychology for like ever since elementary. They were a really great school. And this girl, she explained to you the frontal lobe and why we see colors, why we make decisions. Like, that's how I found out we're using our frontal lobe to make decisions in life. And usually people can't make good decisions when they're done too many drugs because it attacks the frontal lobe. So that's why people that do drugs really find it hard to get on their feet because they make bad decisions because it's ruined. And I'm like, dang, I'm telling you, Cheyenne cold, baby.
And she should have stayed. She just hurried up and skedaddled right on about her little way. She said, I got time for y'all.
Yeah, and she still helps me today. I'm 43. This girl's 19. And I tell you, sometimes I ask her questions like, Sharon, what do you think about this? And I'm like, dang, this girl, 19 years old, I'm 43. My daughter still helps me.
Bless her. So when
Yeah.
is she graduating? When is her graduation date?
Oh God! So right now she's doing 2 years of community college, and then she'll be going into Long Beach State, and then she's going to do her doctorate. So she's going to be in school another 8 years.
Oh, okay.
She
Okay.
just started. She's doing her. She's going to be a junior, so she's going to do her last years coming up for, or no, her last semester. Excuse me, is coming up for her associates, and then she's going to go into to State University for another 4 years, or 8.
Oh, okay.
I think a doctorate takes
Yes.
like a 10 years. She's gonna get her master's. So first she's gonna get her associates, her bachelor's, her master's, and then her doctorate.
Right.
So she about to
And
be yeah.
And she's doing psych. Psych is, I love psych. I took some psych classes in my second, I think it was my second my second associates, because I have two. And I think during my second associates, I took some psych courses, but I really enjoyed it. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have followed the direction of either a psychologist or either an archaeologist. It should have definitely been one of those two fields.
Because you could do psych in all kind of different fields. You could do psych forensics. You could do psych medical, like psych nurses. You could do psych therapy for even on a movie sets for people that can't handle certain scenes afterwards. You could be on movie sets. Like you could do so much for psych.
Right, so many different, and I think that a big challenge of making the decision to go to college is that, like you just broke it down, they don't do that all the time. They don't tell you the different fields of study that you can do with that specialized degree.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're going to school for whatever it is that you want to go, whatever degree you're studying, you don't really know like the benefits of what you can do with that degree.
Right.
So I think it makes it a lot more difficult in terms of trying to, specialize or get a job so. I think we need more of that, like just people that is just like really breaking down your field of study and letting you know, okay, you can do this, type of job.
Well, I'll tell you how you can find that out. So Cheyenne, what she does is she just left Vegas and she went to a big convention where psychologists major came from all 50 states, and they went into this research conference. And so some of the top students, some of them do research, right? And then they all decided one day of the year or 1 week out of the year, they all meet up in Vegas and have a big convention. And that she's able to network that way. So she networked from someone that's all the way in Texas, a psychology major in Texas. And then someone that's a psychologist for corporate people. Like, she was like, I didn't even know I could do that. She was like, Mom, so I want to tell people, whatever you're in college for, go to the conferences that are your major and meet other people from all over the world and all over the nation. And you'll get to network and you get to learn about all of the things that your major can produce.
Yes, I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so one of the reasons why we stay divided as a people. So Coco, I don't know if you want to take this comment, if you want to respond, but let me bring it up on stage.
All right, let's do it.
So it says Hebrew Israelites celebrate Mother's Day now? Not.
Why do they say that?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think I think they're trying to say I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Well, I was studying it, but I'm not anything, because I find that, I don't know where the question comes from. I have studied Hebrew Israelite, so I don't know if they're trying to say I'm a Hebrew Israelite, or you are, or they're just saying it. Is this come from? I don't know. But I feel like we are not judging anyone, any religion here, and whoever loves whatever, do what you want to do. I don't have any, because I know Muslims, child, that smoke cigarettes, okay? This is 2025. Everybody does not do what they're supposed to be doing. Some people are very strict with what they're doing. So if this is coming from someone that has been on my channel and see that I have studied with people, yeah, I study it, but,
And so, what I want to say that's very interesting is because at one point in time, I was on like this journey of trying to find myself, right? And now, ordinarily, I was raised Baptist and then converted to Christian. So it was kind of like Baptist Christian growing up my whole entire life. And then it came a point in my life where I was like, you know what? I don't know if this is really for me. I don't think this, Christianity, Baptist situation is for me. So let me step outside of this religion and maybe explore some other religions. And so outside of that, I studied, one of the other religions I studied was Hebrew Israelite. And then beyond that, I studied, Hebrew, what do you call it?
Oh, Muslim?
Is it Hebrews?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
When you attend the synagogue, that's. But I attended the other part. I don't think they call themselves Hebrew Israelites, but it was more like with the Caucasian people.
Muslim, like probably Muslim.
No, it wasn't Muslim. It was like a synagogue. So it was kind of like the same line as Hebrew Israelites. I guess they call themselves Hebrew Israelites, but it was more the Caucasian side, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So it's a little different, right? Because I've had the opportunity to study with the Caucasian people, and then I've had the opportunity to study with the Black people. And so, just it's interesting getting to know how, both sides of the spectrum kind of do their ways of worship. And so outside of all of that, what it led me to realize about myself is that, you know what, after all, I'm not a religious person at all. I don't want to be attached to Hebrew Israelite. I don't want to be attached to Christianity. I don't want to be attached to any of those things because I had a deeper understanding that that's only keeping me bounded, I felt. And I'm only speaking for me personally. I don't know where anybody else is with their spiritual walk, and wherever you are with your spiritual walk, that's completely okay. Nobody in this earth can tell you how you should operate and function when it comes to your own personal spiritual journey. Because we're all here to have our own experience in life, whatever it is, whether you want to be Hebrew Israelite, Christian, Baptist, whatever it is. Like, we're all here to have our own field of what spirituality looks for us. And if you want to attach religion to your spirituality, that's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative.
If you want to detach from that, on the flip side, and say, I just want to be spiritual, I don't want to be attached to no religion, that's okay too. But what I find the most is that a lot of these religions are so judgmental.
Right. That's what I was about to, after you were done, I was about to tell you why I decided, and it's not even about, because I just want to study the scriptures of God. Like, I just want to study the scriptures and learn who I am through the word. And unfortunately, these type of comments, or people that are kind of like, I mean, it's okay to comment, but I'm just saying, people that usually ask this are very judgmental in real life. And that's what I experienced after trying to be a part of a Hebrew Israelite community. I found that people were going on my Instagram saying, oh, this is low cut too much, you should take that off, or they're judging me a lot, and I'm just trying to learn. Like, let me learn the scriptures. Like, I'm 43, or at the time I was 40. Like, I barely know the scriptures as a Christian. So let me focus on. So I just feel like it was very controlling, and they were like gawking at my Instagram and gawking at and then trying to judge me and tell me and control me. And I was like, this doesn't feel good at all. Like, and then I would be around them and I would point out things that they weren't perfect at either. Like, literally, someone would gossip. That's a sin. Someone would judge my clothes, but they were overweight. They weren't healthy. They weren't eating correctly. They were eating a lot of sugar. Like, that's gluttony. That's in the Bible. It's like, so one of them was quick to be angry. They were screaming and hollering at their grandson at a function. And I was like, that's not godly either. Or that's not a Jesus, or that's not a like Yahweh, or whatever, a Yahuwah. So I'm like, so y'all could gossip and do all this stuff, but my little low cut top, or my this or that, or this. So it just wasn't. I'm like, you're human like me. So if I celebrated something once and now I'm celebrating Mother's Day, I've been doing that since I was young. And I haven't been convicted by God, and that's between me and God. You have been convicted of whatever you want to do, but I haven't. So you do things every day that are sins. But yours is not outright, probably, or you keep yours a secret. Like, let's not.
Exactly. Like, he probably you sit
let's
around watching
not.
porn, and is that what you're supposed to be doing in religion?
Right.
Like, let's just keep it real. Like, if we're gonna talk religion,
Right.
let's just keep it real.
Let's
Nobody
just keep it all the way real.
And that's what gets me with these religious people is like you come on and you want to make judgmental comments, but at the end of the day, are you living a holy, sanctified?
But we don't know what you
life?
did yesterday, right? We don't know what you did yesterday, last night. This because usually the people that are judging you the most are not rap tight the most. They're the ones that have secrets, the most secrets. The ones that are judging you the most is looking at you because usually they have some issues behind closed doors and they're being extra judgmental. Because if you had the time to judge me, it's because it's something that you are not happy with, or you know you're not doing yourself. That you're looking at everybody else to check them and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that. I could care less about what anybody else's conviction is with the Lord. I can care less about, as long as you ain't bothering me and my kids and you ain't hurting me. I can care less about what you believe, what you do, what I care less. Because I'm busy. I'm very busy. I got stuff I'm trying to do. Like, I'm busy. I'm busy, first of all.
Exactly. And that's the main reason why I decided to just be spiritual, because I was like, listen, I don't got time to judge nor be judged. So what I found is that when you're dealing with people who are just spiritual, there's no judgment that comes with that, right? It's freedom. You're free to be who you are. Yes, you're gonna make the mistakes as a human, because we're all human. Nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. But nobody's here to judge you. Nobody's here to say you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing this. It's not none of that. I've never seen this in spirituality. The only place I've ever seen this judgmental zone is religion, and that's why
they just judge you to death. And actually, in the word, I read the word, so I don't pay attention to these people when they come and try to judge you. I pay attention to the word, and the word say, if you judge, have something that is going to help them. So if you say your top is cut too low, have the garment with you to give to the girl to cover up. Don't just talk and judge. You have something to help them improve themselves with at the same time. Some people will tell you something bad about yourself and don't have anything to help you, or they won't have any idea to help you. They don't have anything. So in the word, it says not to do that. Judge not, unless you have something that's going to help this person to stop doing whatever they're doing. And a lot of them live in the Old Testament instead of the New Testament. See, because Jesus already died for my sins. It's about the heart. Okay, some of them think you're supposed to do. So it's all kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they don't believe in us being spiritual. They think that's false and stuff. So
just Satan himself.
Right, and you can't. And the word say, don't argue with nobody about it. Just go on about your business. Don't dispute. Don't argue.
Exactly. So anyway, so Paul Shalom says, come on, sister, let's deal with facts. You know good and well Mother's Day is a creation of the European slave masters. Most of the food that you eat is a variation of the European slave master, but you still eat, don't you?
We could do this. We could do this all day.
Don't you still eat your food? Like, come on, let's be real. Don't you still eat? Don't you still wear a particular type of clothing, which is a variation of a slave master, but you still dress in whatever attire it is you decide to dress in, don't you?
And I'm finna celebrate 4th of July too. So next. I'm finna celebrate 4th of July too next. So anything else, like, okay. I appreciate the comment, but it's fine. Because guess what? I gave me and my husband provided water to about 10,000 people last month. So
talk about it.
I'm doing things other than judging. We're actually, providing water. So Clevy Joe Foundation, if you all want to come and, help out, we had about 100 people from America, from a Christian church. They all donated $100, 25 people, and made it possible and that's on his YouTube, on Clevy Joe YouTube. The whole episode is there, and we now have our registration and LTD in our nonprofit is legal. And that's what we do for the city of Elmina in Ghana. We provide water boreholes to the community that needs it, to the needy of the community. So they don't have to travel real far. and they could just literally go to the middle of their village and get the water out. So, I mean, I probably celebrate Mother's Day, but I also give a community water, Brother Paul.
Exactly. I mean, shoot, I was sitting here like, listen, all me and my family have went through this year. If only people truly knew. I might even celebrate Christmas this year. I just might, and I haven't celebrated Christmas in years, but I'm like, listen, because it's not the aspect of, you know, we understand that a lot of these all of the holidays really came from Europeans, like, you know, that's where it originated, but we as Black people have a very unique way of taking a situation and making it our own, right? And we're especially good at taking a very bad situation and making it so beautiful. And that's what I love about our people, because just like slavery, like, you know, out of slavery came so many beautiful things, like, you know, that we still do to this day, such as hair braiding. Hair braiding originated during slavery, but look how beautiful it is on us. You know, look how beautiful it is that we're able to just voice, you know, our Black identity in the midst of all of these challenges that we have faced. And so I look at it like, listen, we are a beautiful people, and we express ourselves regardless of the limitations. And I love it.
Yeah. Well, it was
Antonio says, "Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Thank you."
Hey, thank you, Antonio. Well, braiding was here long before slavery, but it was what it did during slavery was something very special. Do you know what that is? Can anyone say? Do you know what it is?
Okay, so it may be
two things that braid did for us as slaves to help us. Two things.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What
so
was that?
It was a pathway to help us escape, store food.
Yes, and we hit. So the African women, the West African women, didn't know where they were going. They didn't know if they were able to eat. They didn't know what was going on. They were so scared. So they put the seeds in the braids of fruits and vegetables, so that they can plant it wherever they came. And they used the braids, like you said, for a map to get out. So that's why braids is so significant to Black women, because it helps feed us, and actually does to me today. I braid to feed my family and to pay my rent. I braid, you know.
You see?
And so braiding is very, very special to us as women of color. Yeah. And locks.
Absolutely.
And no sister locks.
Oh, and locks, forget it. Locks are just out of the, like, if people only knew.
They're getting so long, man. So long. Wow. It's so long.
And so what's very interesting, right? Let me tell a quick story. So it was probably like my first time being actually here in Ghana, like living. And so my husband and I went to a school because we were trying to search for a school for our daughter. And so we went to this, I think it was a Catholic school. And we went because we were trying to like, you know, shop around, search around, trying to find what school is going to be best for her, and, you know, something that's going to be suitable, safe, all of those things. And so we went to a Catholic school, and we're inquiring about, like, you know, how the process works. And the lady took one look at us and was like, yeah, but locks is not allowed. And I said, like, you know, some things, like me, I just can't hold my tongue with certain things. And I'm like, I'm sorry, are we here to go to school, or is our child? Because clearly our child does not have locks. So we just was like, you know what? Never mind. Don't even worry about it. We went about our business and never looked back, because how do you look at a person and judge a book by the cover? Especially for a child that does not, you can clearly see does not have locks.
It's a control thing. I think once a Hebrew Israelite, Christian, Muslim, once it gets to the point where they want to control how you are versus you're just educating yourself and learning the word of God, I think that's the most important thing. How many times I do everything, and the way how low my cut, you know, I think all that stuff, and what you celebrate on. Once it gets to that, you start to come from a point of religion, and it says in the word, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want religion. He just wants you to know his word and know yourself through his word. And that's the bottom line. And that's why I will not let no one from any religion make me feel less than, or make me feel like I'm going to hell because of this or that, or because I celebrate this, or because I wear this. I'm not letting no one make me feel that way. Locks, nothing. Hair, I'm not letting no one make me feel that way, because let me tell you what my God has brought me through. The most High is
Okay.
brought me through, and that's because I just read His word. It has nothing to do with what I wear and what I celebrate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, and that's another thing, like, when it comes to spirituality, like your heart is examined. What type of person are you? How good
That's
are you
it.
to people?
That's it.
They don't care about, like, all of this other things that, religion wants to place upon people. It's crazy to me.
Now that's a heavy weight that I don't want to walk around this world trying to check everybody and what they doing and what they got on. That's too much. That's too much weight on anybody's shoulders and heart. If you want to carry that weight, go right ahead with all them bags. I like to.
Exactly.
I like to live light.
I'm telling you, and religion is too much of a
It's too
stronghold.
much.
It's like
It's too
you
much.
couldn't even be yourself if you wanted to, and that's why so many religious people are so angry and so upset and always pointing the finger and looking for a way to judge, because they genuinely
Because
don't like themselves.
they're
They
bound.
genuinely are using religion to hide behind religion because they don't want to face who they are. They
Right.
don't want to go in closer and deeper and examine themselves. So therefore, they just walk around looking for somebody to tear apart.
Yes, exactly. You can't tear us apart. Hey, look, Coco Melody is headstrong, child. We feel with God, so we can't tear us down. It made me feel like that. I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care. I'm letting you know now. You come in with you. It's a battle. You will not win. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
I just don't care.
Like, really.
I don't. Period.
Really don't. When you're a perfect human being and you walk in this earth, then you can come preach to me. Maybe you might be able to teach me something I never knew.
You ain't perfect either. You don't celebrate Mother's Day, but let me tell you something, brother. There's something else you do that ain't right. That I don't do. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. You ain't gonna come over here with it, but there's something you do that I don't do that ain't very good. Let me tell you. I care less about it, but I just know before you lay your head down, you know what that is. So whatever. We're talk about also togetherness and how we're gonna be. It's better instead of separating ourselves like our culture does a lot. We need to do more unity. Okay, we can all believe different things, but we all come together for a common ground, which is just loving each other, supporting each other in business and community. We and have respect for one another and our different beliefs or whatever. As long as we're not hurting anyone or being, raggedy to each other, we should just come together as a people and just love each other. That's it.
Right, and I mean, unfortunately, it's always going to be these select few who's never going to get it. America, where else, or these countries will be slowly sinking, and they will be still there trying to hold on to religion, trying to hold on to the very last word to thy kingdom come, only for it to never come. And so it's just like, it is what it is. If that's what you want to be, knock yourself out. Go be it. Who am I to judge you?
Go do you, boo. Go do you, boo.
Who am I to judge? But anyway, so like we said, we're here to just appreciate us mothers, the mothers that are Black women who struggle each and every day to maintain life at the same time, maintain the pressures of life while withstanding many storms.
Yeah.
And at the same time, still being that pillar, right? Because so many Black homes are ripped apart, right? You might find a mother, but you don't find a father, or you might find a father, but you don't find a mother. And you're very fortunate enough if you can be. Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
But anyway, where, where was I at? My kids just distracted me.
So you said mothers. Okay.
Okay. what happens when you're still a mother and you're still trying to move
It's
forward
okay.
and do what you gotta do, amen?
It's okay. So you're saying that when mothers struggle, but they still get through it.
Exactly. So, regardless, for a Black woman, regardless of what life may bring your way or what challenges you have to endure, at the end of the day, when you're a mother and you're a good mother, you still have to find a way to wipe those tears and mother your kids. You still have to, especially if you're a single mom and the dad is not involved, not in the picture, you have to find a way to wipe your tears and go to work, even though you're so broken inside. And so a lot of this is not recognized when it comes to us mothers. And it doesn't take one day to realize that you're a mother. You are a mother every day, but it's not every day that you just take that time of solitude and gratitude to just be thankful that you have your kids, regardless of the struggle. And just appreciate being a mother. Sometimes we're so overwhelmed that we overlook that aspect of the little small things that come our way that are really blessings in disguise. Sometimes, a lot of times, our day is so overwhelming that our kids could be coming to us to have a conversation with us. And we're so overwhelmed, so much on our minds that you might not even hear what your kids are saying to you because you have so much on your mind. So Mother's Day to me is really just taking that moment of solitude, appreciating who you are, appreciating the fact that you have been blessed with these beautiful human beings that not everybody can create.
Right.
And so it's not about a pagan holiday. It's not about none of that. It's about just taking an opportunity to appreciate who you are.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with appreciating your mother. But I want to ask something about this. I want to actually get a little deeper with this, and I want to ask your opinion on something. Okay, so you know how America is set up as far as community not being as strong. Do you see a difference in Ghana and the support that they get with the family, with their children, versus America is a little bit more separate and not so everybody is on their own basically, and you're either by yourself or you're with the husband. Very small portion of people have their mothers will come for 2 months and help take care of them. Very small portion, right? Versus Ghana is what I notice is the grandmothers are there, they're available, they're more happy. They'll stay with the mother for 2 months. They'll help wash, clean, cook. Their mom can just leave the kid there. She works. Like, it's a matriarch system to me that I've experienced in Ghana with my in-laws. And I say, well, no wonder why you guys can have so many babies and look amazing. And I was just like, wow, if I have another baby for my husband, I would want to have it in Ghana with my in-laws, because even with my own mom, I didn't get that much support from my mom like that. Like, she was always like, I don't want to watch the kids. And I just think it's an American thing. I don't know. What do you think about that? Have you noticed that? Or is that something that you guys go through in America?
When it comes to that, I kind of,
because I know you get support from you get support from your mom, but I think, like, I'm sure you know friends and other people that you've been around, and they could barely get anyone to help them in America. And it's not as, because you're blessed. Like, I've seen the vlogs and how your mom is there, and to me that's very seldom in America. Like, usually the grandma's still out there trying to get her groove back. She don't want to watch no grandkids. This is not a part of our society like that as much as it is in Ghana to me. What I witnessed, I was blown away.
I will agree. I feel like that, the modern day grandmothers are very much so into being stellar. They want their groove back. And so they don't really put that dedication and that time into supporting their, children and parenthood. And so a lot of times it does leave the mom or dad or both parents to find daycare. And now you have to figure out how you're going to afford that daycare. And so it does put a huge strain on the household when it comes to a single parent or even a double, two parents in a household, because even with two parents in a household, do you know how expensive daycare is in America? It's
So
insane. You
expensive.
can't get any type of subsidy or child
It's
care
like,
assistance to help you
yeah,
out with that.
it's like rent. It's like having another rent.
Exactly, another bill. Yeah. And so I do appreciate the fact that Ghana is very family oriented. And even if it's not family, like, you know, your personal family, it really does take a village to raise a child. And here in Ghana, they really do get that concept, because it could be a complete stranger that you're just meeting, and you can just go out and the neighbor's gonna look out for your child.
Yeah.
You know, and you got neighbors all around you. And you have that whole community supporting you that's gonna look out for those kids that might pop them upside the head if they're doing something that they're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
And so that is a big issue that is happening in America, because we have so many kids that unfortunately are having to raise themselves because the mom has to go to work. The dad is absent. He's incarcerated because there's mass incarceration happening for the Black male in America. Or if you're fortunate enough and you have a two-parent household, both parents are at work. And so these kids are left to raise themselves, or as we would like to say, the streets raise them. And so it creates these defiant kids, these kids who become adults before their time. And it's just been this imbalance for so long in America when it comes to our children. But here in Ghana, you have that community, whether you have someone in your family, immediate family to help out, or whether you have your neighbors around you, you have that community to help you with your kids. And so that is one aspect about Ghana that I absolutely love and appreciate.
You're right, because my sister-in-law in Ghana, she's a teacher for elementary kids, and she just had a baby. Do you know they let her bring her baby to her in her classroom?
Exactly, and I see that so much too. Like, they bring their babies to work all the time, and I love seeing it. I love it. It was my son's birthday a few days, and I took him to the mall. He wanted a few things out of the mall. We went into this shoe store because he wanted to get some sneakers. And the lady that was helping us had her son, and I just thought it was the cutest thing, him running around, and she was still able to manage work and the balance of taking care of her child. So I say that to say that even in Ghana sometimes, even though it may be a two-parent household, a lot of the responsibility when a child is on the mom. So if the mom doesn't have the support of the family, she has to figure out what she's going to do with that child. You see, so
I've noticed that too.
With their babies on their back and their working.
I'll be like, dang, they have to market in the heat, in the hot sun. They still got this baby strapped on to their back.
You see?
I said, what?
Exactly.
Can nobody watch the baby while you at it? They said, no.
They don't. Because even if daycare existed, they can't afford it. Like, it's expensive, and they're barely trying to make it as it is. So you're talking about daycare. No. Some way, somehow, we're going to make this work, because mom still got to make money.
Them Ghanaian women will have 50 pounds on their head, a baby on their back, and selling banana chips at the same time.
Exactly.
And walking up and down with this baby, and the baby sleep. Poor baby. Exactly. And I'll be like, what?
Exactly.
Is going on? They are so strong. So happy Mother's Day to y'all too in Ghana, period. They get double, triple Mother's Day, because Lord.
I'm telling you. And when I came to Ghana, I thought I was a strong mom. But when I came here and I seen the conditions and the way they handle life and these kids, I was like, oh, I don't got nothing on them. I hit hats off immediately to them.
Clevy called me soft all the time. He's like, that's because you were soft. Because I'm from America. I'm like, I'm not soft. I can do it. He's like, no, you soft. Like, no. And he like, just stop. I was trying to wash the clothes on my hand. I was like, I could do it. He was like, no. Leave that for the bill. Get up. I'm going to pay them. Just come on in here and let's stop. Like, I was like, hey.
Exactly. Girl, let me tell you how I put myself out here trying to wash some clothes and rub the whole my fingers. My husband was like, oh, your skin is too
so African women are strong, bro. They're so strong.
They are. They're so strong. I really haven't had a chance to travel anywhere else on the continent yet, but just seeing the strength of the Ghanaian, it empowers me, and it shows me who we are as women and who we are, especially as Black women, and how very powerful and strong that we are. We're so resilient, and we literally overcome any and everything that is thrown our way.
I mean, let me tell you something, Melanie. Women are superhumans. Do you know we're superhumans?
Absolutely.
First of all, we make humans.
Exactly.
And then we raise the humans. And then we take care of the finance. We take care of the finances. Then some of us have businesses, we're wives, and we got the kids. And we run it all seamlessly. Come on. They're superhumans. We should be running this world, honestly. I don't know why we're not. But anyway.
I'm telling you, there's not a soul on this planet that can compare to us when it comes to us being women and mothers. Powerful.
And
Powerful.
sisters and daughters. We're all
Exactly. And you know something that was very interesting that I was thinking of the other day, because I'm always like in my thoughts.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. Let me see what's going on. Yes, my daughter's crying. Hold on 1 second, please.
Okay, no problem, no worries. This is being a mom, y'all. This girl wants her mama. Okay, she ready for her to stop being on live. How long we been on live? Maybe we'll give her. Oh, it's almost been an hour, so maybe she should get. Okay, but anyways, back to Cheyenne, back to my daughter. Okay, period. Y'all in the comments of y'all daughters in college, put a number 1. Okay, period. So Cheyenne is a psychology major, and also y'all, she just made vice president of her psychology club. My baby been want to do that since she walked on campus. She was like, I'm gonna be either a president or I'm gonna be vice president. She did it in 1 year. Okay. And she is a part of 2 like beta, gamma, I don't know what it's called, but she's a part of 2 high society. What are those things called? See, I don't even know. But she's a part of 2 high societies. Okay. Which she's on the dean's list. So she gets those wonderful letters from the dean that can get her into like big universities and stuff like that. She got that too, right? What else she do? And she worked at the school in the office, y'all. My baby got a rap tight, okay? Everybody love her. Everybody loves Cheyenne. So when I went to the banquet, she got her plaque. Everybody was like, oh, we finally get to meet her mom. Oh my God. And yeah, so.
Okay,
I'll just tell the people the rest of the story about Cheyenne. But anyway.
That's beautiful. I always love when you come and brag about your daughter because she's super amazing. And she's
an
amazing human.
I can't wait to see your sons when they get big. They're going to be
my God.
Y'all, everybody look just like her. Everybody look just like her.
And you know, so I was just telling you how Davius is. Like, he's very much so into his stuff. And I told you he was going to be very upset that they broke his egg. So as I'm coming back, he comes out of his room because he closed his door and locked himself in. Like, don't talk to me. Don't speak about me or to me. And so as I'm going by, like, they broke my egg.
It's telling him, look,
like,
egg. He get another egg.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what?
Now I gotta go out and find him a chicken egg.
I got a good idea for that.
What?
You should take your son. You should find a chicken farm in Ghana where they do incubation and let him go and work on the farm and learn how it really is supposed to be done.
I don't know if they do incubation.
Girl, yeah. You know
that would be perfect.
I'll send you some. I talk to a lot of them because I'm finna have me a chicken farm. Girl, it's a whole bunch of, especially in the Accra area. Yeah, child.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
They got the machines from China. There's a whole bunch of farms in Ghana that have that also do everything from incubation, layers, broilers, manure, eggs. They do the whole shebang.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, that'd be great. He would love that. I'm gonna have to look into that. And, for sure,
you should let him go, and he'll learn discipline. He'll learn something early. You could probably have him go help and this and that and learn, and but he should know the right way on how the egg is hatched. I think he can handle it, and I think they will let it have him there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for the idea.
I'll send you some of the YouTube channels. I know like 5 of them on YouTube. That's in Ghana. That's in Accra. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Okay. But anyway,
Fantastic. So we have been live for almost an hour. I'm pretty sure so many people are out celebrating Mother's Day, as they should.
Yes.
And so I thank you for joining me here tonight on our live. Just kind of hang out and talk for a minute. Happy Mother's Day again to you.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, of course. And so our next live will be for Wednesday, of course, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so we look forward to our live session. And I gotta wake up early in the morning because I have a client who is still here from the States, and we've been on doing property tours and things like that. And so I have to wake up early in the morning to go assist him. So it's late here. It's about like 11:30. So I gotta get these kids together and go to sleep.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for just tuning in.
Thank you for your comments. Okay, bye-bye.
Yes. Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.